Hello everybody, welcome back to the tier list. As I said last video, we are tier ranking every Hisuian form from Pokemon Legends Arceus. That includes alternate forms and new evolutions. This was actually more difficult than I thought to set up because I had to remember what all the originals were ranked on the original tier lists that I did like a year and a half ago. But yeah, I got it all figured out. So there are 26 Pokemon, but 28 on here because there's alternate forms with the male and female Basculegion and the Therian form of Enamorus. And then, yeah. So we will start off here with the first one, which is Decidueye, the Hisuian form of that. I honestly don't like it as much as the original. The original is one of my favorite grass types. This being grass fighting is an interesting combination, and I know it's based on like a samurai looking thing. It's really cool. I'm still going to give it an A, but it's definitely not the S tier that the original Decidueye was. However, okay, this is where it's interesting. Typhlosion, I love the fire ghost combination, and I love the design changes. The original was an A, but I'm still going to give Typhlosion an A, but I do think I like it slightly better. Okay, then we have Samarat. The new typing of this is Water Dark. The only real difference is the beard is longer and it's black on the little shell part instead of white. I actually like it a lot more. Original Samarat was an A. I might have to give this an S. Yeah, I think I do. I just like that black, and I like the new design change. All right, then on to, yeah, this is the one I was really looking forward to, the Growlithe line, the new forms of Growlithe and Arcanine. So Growlithe was an A, and Arcanine was an S, and that is exactly how they are going to stay. I think I might prefer these over the originals, to be honest. I know for sure Growlithe, I flip-flop back and forth between Arcanine, but I would die for this Arcanine. I don't know what it is. I have no real answers for you, but I love him. I love him to death. Okay, then we have the Hisuian forms of Voltorb and Electrode. Grass Electric, which is an interesting type combination. Now, Voltorb was a B, and Electrode was a C with their original forms. They're going to get a little bit of an upgrade. I still do like Voltorb better than Electrode, even in this form. I love those eyebrows. I'm going to actually give Voltorb... Do I want to give Voltorb an A? Now, I'm going to give it a really high B. Like, I think original Voltorb was like a mid B. I'm going to give it a high B. And then Electrode was a C. And I think I'm going to keep it there. It'll be a higher C instead of a lower C. Because, I mean, they honestly, I think I do prefer them to the originals, both, but Voltorb's still better. Alright, our first new evolution, Cleaver, or Cleavor, whatever you want to call it. The new evolution of Scyther. Well, Scyther was an S and Scizor was an A. Where am I going to put Cleaver? This thing I flip-flop back and forth all over the place with. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. I'm just going to narrow it down to a dang B. It's probably my least favorite. I think I do prefer Scizor and Scyther, but Cleavor is still pretty cool. Now we go on to the new form of Qwilfish and an evolution. I made the comment back in my Gen 2 tier list that they've had ample time to do something with it, and they finally did. I find that hilarious. Now, okay, so Qwilfish was a D. I like this form a little bit better because it's dark poison instead of water poison. I'm going to give it a C. Overquill is another one I go all over the place with, but the ridiculousness of it makes me want to give it a B. It's basically like a mine that sits in the water is what it reminds me of. It's ridiculous, and it has, the only thing I don't like about it is that it has two quills coming out of like its eyebrows, which is really weird. But you know, I don't know. Then we go on to the new form of Sneasel and its new evolution, Sneasler. Sneasel was a B, and I have Weavile at a B as well. I'm going to leave Sneasel at B, but I think I like this form a little bit better. I like the color combination. I like fighting poison a little bit better than dark ice. Now, mind you, I know fighting poison's already a type that's been used, but I just like the design a lot better than the original Sneasel. Now, Sneasler, on the other hand, another one I go kind of back and forth on. It's grown on me a lot, and I think I might actually like it more than Weavile now. I'm going to give it an A, because I just love those legs and how tall it is. It looks unnatural, and it takes some growing, but I still think I like it a lot. Ursaluna, here we go. Now, this is one a lot of people didn't like, but I do. I'm going to give it an A. I love that depressed air. I actually really like it. The ground normal combination's kind of cool. And it's a welcome evolution to Ursaring, I'll say that. Alright, then Stantler evolution. Yes, the Stantler evolution. Weirdeer. I gave Stantler a B because of its design alone. This will get an A because of design alone. I love the improvements that they made for sure. Giving an evolution. That's another Pokemon that probably needed an evolution. It does look very similar to Stantler, but that beard and the color change adds so much to it, in my opinion. Alright, then we go on to the Hisuian form of Lilligant. I gave the original Lilligant a C. This one is slightly different. It doesn't have those thick thighs and the big dress. It's like more of a dancer. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm going to give it a high C. I think I like it slightly better than the original, but I don't really know how to answer that. Okay, then we go on to another Pokemon I'm glad they decided to finally do something with. The waste of space that was Basculin. Basculin was a D on my thing. I do like this a little bit better, this form, so it will get a low C. Now, Basculegion, on the other hand, is one of the coolest designs they've done in a while. I just haven't used it enough to qualify it being an S. But I think I'm going to give it an S anyway, and I'm going to put both of them up there. Yeah. And then likewise with these, Zorua and Zoroark. When I saw these, I was like, yes, please. I think I like them better than the originals. I gave Zorua a B, Zorua now gets an A, and Zoroark is an S. Plus it's normal ghost, which is like a type combination they've never used, and I just love that hair and the color. I love it. Like, I love how, like, Arcanine and Zoroark, man. Oh, man. Okay. Braviary, the Hisuian form. Original Braviary got a B. I think that's where this one's gonna go too. I do think I like it slightly better because of that crest on its head. I don't think I want to give it an A, though, because it is very similar to the original. Alright, Avalugg, the Hisuian form of that. Original Avalugg got a C. This one I don't like as much. The type combination is kind of crap, and those horns on the front kind of suck. I'm not going to give it an F, though. It'll get a D. Not the biggest fan of that one. I think I actually prefer the original. Then we have Sliggoo and Goodra. Because Goomy, yeah, they have new forms of Sliggoo and Goodra, but Goomy looks exactly the same. Sliggoo got a C and Goodra got a B. Yeah, I think they're going to get bumped up. I think I'm going to give Sliggoo a B. Do I want Goodra to have an A or an S? Yeah, it's going to be a really high A. I love that they added the shell. They made it more snail-like. And the Steel Dragon combination, I just think that's one of my favorite combinations. I know it's been done before, but still, it's such a good combination. Alright, then we have the new Elemental Genie, Enamorus, which was not expected, but it's an interesting addition with there now being a female genie. I gave all the elemental genies, even with the Therian forms, a C. And that's where our original form, Enamorus, is going to go. I'm actually splitting one up for once, because this Therian form isn't that good. I don't think it's an F, but it's definitely not as good as the other ones. Like there's a bird, like a tiger, an actual, like, I don't know what you want to call Tornadus's Therian form. I don't know what animal that's based on, but this is a turtle, and it looks so dumb. Then we go on to me, kind of insults to humanity. The new origin forms for Dialga and Palkia. You know, honestly, Palkia's isn't terrible, but it is definitely not as good as the original. Palkia was a C, and Dialga was a B. And I'm going to give Palkia a D, and this is where it gets interesting. I think I'm actually going to give Origin Form Dialga an F, because that looks disgusting. I do not like it at all, okay? Yeah, I don't like it at all. And Dialga is awesome. I love the original Dialga's design, but this is, ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. But there you go. There is my official Hisuian form tier list. My S tiers are Arcanine, Samarat, Basculegion, and Zoroark. And my 1 F tier is Dialga. That's it. If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments. I'd actually like to hear what you guys have to say. Until next time, later.